This bonus lesson will be about a corrective fractal that helps me to navigate through difficult corrections and corrections of different magnitudes. Specifically, we will be talking about Russell in 2020, a corrective structure that we saw in September 2020, but in addition to that, we will discuss how Russell played a large corrective structure in 2019. This is a simple way how we introduce corrective structures. So every corrective structure is A, B, and C. And actually, we understand that when we zoom in, we will see much more details. We will see that sometimes the first move down, the first leg down in wave A is subdivided into 5 waves, so it has an impulsive structure. Then it is followed by a pullback in wave B, which in majority of cases is subdivided into 3 waves, A, B, C, and the final wave C is always subdivided into 5 microwaves. This is why we call that specific fractal simple zigzag or 5-3-5. But there is another fractal which is much more common for financial markets. And this is what we will be talking about in that video. So it is called flat corrective structure. When we zoom out, it will also be looking like ABC, A, B, and C. But when we zoom in, we will see a little bit more sophisticated structure. And actually, I want you to print out that slide, put it over your table, because that specific fractal tremendously helps me on a daily basis. It works on monthly charts, weekly, daily, up to 1 minute charts. And I'm gonna show you a couple of examples in that video, and you will see how perfectly price follows that fractal in real life. But for the beginning, let's discuss briefly what we see here. We see also 3 major legs: A down, B up, and C down. But look, that first leg down in wave A is much more sophisticated than in the previous simple zigzag example. That one was like a straight drop. In this particular case, we got ABC. So that structure can be called 3, 3, and 5 because here we have ABC down, ABC up, and the final wave C, as I've mentioned, always has 5 microwaves down. Now, let's look at the actual chart of Russell covering the period from 2016 until 2019, and we always look for a strong rally which precedes a corrective move down. Look, that was subwave C of wave 3 that tapped at the very end of August 2019, and of the tap we got very quick ABC down. And this is the most tricky part when you deal with corrective structures in the real life. So you do not see what's gonna happen next. You get ABC down and then you basically don't know. That could be simple zigzag, right? So you get quick down, quick move down. It could be A, B, and C. And look, it was big enough. It dropped from like 1800 up to 1250. It was a large, quick pullback, which could be all of wave 4 down. But now we know that it was not wave 4 down, but was only the first leg down in wave A in that same flat corrective structure. So that was A, and then we got continuation of that move. So that was the first move. It was A, then it was B, and then it was C. So let's talk about that specific fractal in more details. In any ABC structure, wave B is the most difficult to navigate because it is composed of ABC, look, A, B, and C, But the trick is that B of 1 degree lower is itself ABC pattern. So here you have ABC down, here you have ABC up, and inside that ABC up you have another tiny ABC down. Yes, it may look complex and difficult, but you do not have any other choice rather than to memorize it. And once you memorize that look in your memory, you will start seeing it much more easily. The next thing that we should discuss, so this is that actual fractal, and here you see that complex part of the move in wave B, and here you can see A, B, and C up, where that B is 3 smaller microwaves down, and this is the real story: A up, B down, and C up. Very similar picture. Wave C, again, in any ABC structure is normally the strongest move. Look, even if you look at that move down, the first leg down, and compare it to the second leg down, you will see that the second leg down is bigger, and the second leg down, wave C, is stronger. So the steep of decline of that drop is stronger than that steep of decline in the first leg down. And basically, when you measure the first leg down and you compare it with the second leg down, you will see that second leg down was 150% of the size of wave A. Now I can show you the very same fractal on another case, and it's a Russell daily chart. We can see that after that ABC was down and it was wave 4, after wave 4 we expect another impulsive move in the direction of the trend in subwave A or wave 5 up. Sometimes it manages to stretch up to the top made by wave 3, sometimes it stops a little bit lower. In this particular case, it did not stretch up to the top, but it was strong enough, and after a strong rally we expect a corrective structure. And now let's zoom in and we will see the very same fractal. First of all, if we look at the distance, we get the same A down, B up, and C down. But there is a beautiful microstructure. You could see A down, B up, C down. This is the first leg A, B, C up. This is B, and impulsive microstructure for wave C down. And this is again the very same fractal: ABC, ABC, 5 down, ABC, ABC, 5 down. Now the question is, could that move down, which actually bottomed yesterday on September 24th, was all of the corrective wave after that strong rally that started in mid-March 2020 and that topped on August 11th, 2020? Difficult to say, but when we deal with that uncertainty, the first thing we do, we measure the rally and we add retracement ratios. Let's do that. This is the rally that started in mid-March 2020 and it topped in the beginning of August 2020, and we measure the distance and we add retracement ratios. And we normally focus on 3 retracement ratios: 23.6%, 41.4%, and 50%. What you should remember is 23.6% retracement is where normally the first leg down finds support. And this is exactly what happened in this particular case. That rally was followed by decline. As we've just seen, it had a clean ABC structure, ABC corrective structure, but it could only retrace 23.6% retracement, which is the minimum required target. But again, in majority of cases, this is where the first move down in subwave A, the first leg down, stops. the classic under the classic scenario, that was only the first push down, which would be followed by ABC up, that would wave B, which itself is subdivided into ABC, which then will be followed by impulsive drop, 5-wave down drop in subwave C, and that ABC would be all of the corrective structure. And when you look for a potential target for the second leg down in any ABC corrective structure that follows a strong rally, you always look first at 41.4 retracement of that completed rally and 50% retracement. This is why you can see I put here that green target box. It can take several more months. We could get a bounce into mid-October, late October. We never know, because timing it's very difficult, possibly almost impossible to predict. And then we could get another drop into presidential election in November 2020.